It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Here we go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Garoppolo's throw is taken in by Waddle. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw here caught by Mims. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ken Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Throw out wide to Walker. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Here we go. 65.
Garoppolo, maybe a free play. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Garoppolo now. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen
now. 3rd and 2. Here's Lance to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Lance. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Let's go.
Lance looking to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. It's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And Walker once more.
Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Texans hit 4-7 now on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And Walker has it. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
Now Lance.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
But he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Lance now to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-0.
Texans 21, Broncos nothing.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready?
Now Lance going to throw.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Lance now on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing now is Lance. Buying time to his left. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
11.
On first down, Garoppolo. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Garoppolo again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
21.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. That's
some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
21.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Black Ultra.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. David Njoku, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable here from the 38, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Ready?
Shotgun now for Lance.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Just short of the 45 at the 44.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Dances by him. And he's taken down inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Walker with another carry.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Touchdown, Texans. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point,
and that'll increase their lead to 28.
35. Broncos 7. Jake Moody to kick off.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This taken in at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Trying the left side with Walker. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10, and this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And now here's another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This one goes underneath to Walker. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready. Black shot. Ready, go.
On 1st down, Lance.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
I think he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Now 3rd down and very long.
Ready?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Trouble, 38. Smack, smack. Green jack. Hut, hut.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Two.
Garoppolo now.
Throw out wide to Walker.
There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield, almost